Welcome to Mayflower Spotlights podcast. This episode is all about Matilda the Musical. We're going to be joined by the actual Mrs. Wormwood and Rudolpho from the UK and Ireland tour.
And so then seeing Trunchbull 6'4" up
Little
against a little
tiny
Matilda, it's just like amazing.
And we'll find out how Matilda the Musical is helping in schools too.
It's someone different to their teachers coming in. It's someone from the industry. It's someone from real life professional theatre and real life sort of Royal Shakespeare Company.
It's so brilliant to have you on. Ryan and Rebecca, welcome, or should I say, Mrs. Wormwood and Rudolpho. Is that right?
That is.
Have I said it correctly?
You have, yeah.
Rudolpho. So tell us about your characters in Matilda.
Well, I'm Matilda's mum. Not a very nice mum, a terrible mum in fact, who's just interested in her ballroom dancing, the way she looks, her hair, the makeup, everything, and very excited to have Rudolpho as her dancing partner.
Yeah, so I'm Mrs. Wormwood's dance teacher, instructor, with this big bravado of this Italian stallion, but deep down he's just a bit of a crook from Essex.
And quite the costumes, I've got to say.
Yes,
you two.
yeah, we've got the best ones.
That I was going to say, that's got to be a lot of fun, hasn't it?
Yeah. The snakeskin trousers and the big shoulder pads. Yeah, that's good.
So how thrilling is it to be in such an iconic show?
Oh, it's brilliant. I mean, it's never boring. I mean, I've done it quite a few times, a few years, and you always find something different. There's always something. And then our cast is fantastic, isn't it? We're really strong cast, over the whole thing. Yeah.
And talking about the cast, so lots of the children, or the children's roles, they have 4 or 5 different people that will be playing those roles while you're on the tour.
Yeah.
How does all of that work?
So we've got loads of chaperones, and they all look after them. We have chaperones for the home, we have chaperones for the stage, and they do all their studies, outside of work. Can you believe that? Work.
I know.
Young adults work. And so they're well looked after, and they're just so disciplined, aren't they?
Yeah,
just
an excellent resident team that look after them in each venue, so they come back and they get a refresh of the show, and they're just amazing.
Constantly,
Constantly,
yeah.
Because I know, when my daughter watched the show, she's like, oh gosh, I'd love to be in a show like that. And I said, and you've got to do school as well.
Yes, exactly.
Just so you know. And there ain't no laying. No.
You go off it after that.
Yeah.
Maybe not, I'll think about it.
So had you seen Matilda before you were in it?
I had actually. I watched the show in London I'd say maybe about 8 years ago. My younger cousin played one of the parts in town, and so I went to go see the show to watch her. And I remember coming up even then 8 years ago, and I was like, wow, what a clever... It's just I think everyone that comes to see it, and even now, the writing and the story and the choreography, the whole thing is so clever. And it's you watch it now and you think, how they created this from nothing to this incredible show that's lasted 15 years.
Yeah.
Even now, it's amazing. So I remember coming out the theatre then and thinking, what a fantastic piece of theatre. And then so when I was auditioning back last year, last year now, I remember being this is definitely something I'd love to do,
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think I did see it before because I saw my friend playing Mrs. Wormwood. And funny enough, a lot of the Mrs. Wormwoods are all mates, and Tiffany.
You're
was
interchangeable.
Yeah. And Tiffany was in town at the moment, is a friend of mine as well. And I've got some friends up for it right now as well. So so I did see it beforehand, But I tell you what, you don't always take in everything the first time around.
Yeah.
And it's not until much later you go, I remember sitting there going, oh, the escapologist and I've just got it.
Yeah.
And it does take a little time to pick everything up.
Absolutely. Yeah. And understanding how everything intertwines.
Yeah.
And when I came to see it here at Mayflower Theatre, I was looking at the set and I realised that all of the letters are spelling out
everything,
different words from the show.
Yes.
And
more.
Everything is so thought out. Is Miss Trunchbull the worst, most evil villain ever?
On stage, yes,
Yeah.
most definitely, yeah. Terrifying.
Absolutely that.
Yeah.
Terrifying. I would say up there with the child catcher.
Yes.
Yes,
in that
it's very,
realm, for
yeah,
sure.
very similar.
Yeah. I think it's also played by Richard, who's this 6'4" man. I think the height and like the menacing kind of feel, and the whole show there's a play on opposites. Like there's a song in the Act 1 called Loud, and in Act 2 there's a song called Quiet, and the whole show is about opposition. So then seeing Trunchbull 6'4" up against a little Matilda, it's just that amazing. I think that kind of really highlights that.
And I think Richard played Scar
He did,
in The Lion King. So is he really just horrible?
He's actually really lovely.
Quite the opposite.
He's a right softie,
Yeah,
really, to
With
be
a really
honest.
cute little dog
Yeah.
called Phoebe, amazing.
And I think I have a theory that if you play really awful characters, you sort of get rid of all your
Yes,
awfulness.
yeah, you can get it out there.
Yeah.
And so you can just be lovely.
If you're having a bad day, it's brilliant. Put it in there a little bit more.
Exactly that. So you're currently here in Southampton until the 17th of May. How's the tour going? How far into the
Great.
tour are we?
Well, we've done 9 months.
Yeah, it's hard. I believe
Goes
today
fast.
is halfway.
There's a baby. There's a baby.
I think today's the halfway point. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we're officially halfway through the tour.
And do you become each other's family while you're on tour?
yeah.
I suppose you have to sort of support each other
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
be family to
Yeah,
each
yeah,
other,
yeah.
don't you?
Yeah.
And especially with so many children in the cast as well. I know that you were talking about social groups and
Oh, yeah, we've got loads of those.
Yeah.
the running club.
Yeah.
The running
and
club,
the coffee
yeah.
club, and the knitting club.
Knitting club's just started, yeah.
Oh, I love
And the
this. Is this
cribbage.
backstage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Okay.
knit all the time backstage, and so does Scotty.
Yeah.
Scotty started the knitting club.
Okay.
So that's up and running.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
all
No
sorts of
Matilda
things.
babies in the 9 months, but lots of scarves and
Yeah.
hats and
I've done
booties
so
and-
many kits.
Watch out for the
many.
knitted merch.
Yeah. If anyone's got,
You should do that, actually.
Yeah.
That's quite funny.
you like Tom Daly does that.
Yeah,
knitted
oh,
by
yeah, we've
Tom.
seen that,
We should do that. Our own version.
Get
of
those
it.
big, massive knitting needles and do that.
Oh yeah, this
That'd be
could
quite
be a whole
comedy.
sideline,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we did
Side
talk about
hustle, the ice creams and the
the
scarf
knitting.
Yeah,
in the,
the knitted
in the
socks.
interval. Now, Mrs. Wormwood's hair is practically its own character, isn't
It
it? I
certainly
mean, it
is.
is quite.
I mean, the wig ladies, bless them, they're forever doing this, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they must have, their elbows must be exhausted.
Because it's a lot of hair, isn't
It's
it?
a lot of hair, and everything has to be individually curled on the wefts, you know, and then the wefts go into the wig, which has also got to be set and put in and then curled as well, you know. And we all have a little go sometimes. We're backstage, we do the little roll in, and we join in. Because sometimes I see one of the girls, Portia, they're all like, there, she's doing this. You know. Everybody takes a
So they
turn.
have to put all of the curls into every strand of
Yes,
hair.
yes.
And I think when I would describe it as Marge Simpson, but blonde.
Yeah.
But long as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
Right,
yes.
so as high as Marge Simpson's hair goes.
Yes, it has a lot of height.
But this lovely flowing locks
Yes.
coming down the side there. Do you think that she would like that, Mrs.
think she'd-
Wormwood, to be described as that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
The
She's
blonde Marge Simpson.
The blonde Marge Simpson. I mean, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe something a bit more glamorous.
Yeah, more
something
glamorous,
yeah.
When you're playing Mrs. Wormwood, how do you get into character? I know that we were saying about Richard being Miss Trunchbull, and that he's super lovely off stage, but then takes on this character. Is there something that you have to do, or is it putting the wig on?
It's
and
putting the wig on and
you've got
putting
your
the
makeup on.
costume on, and it just immediately she's there.
Yeah.
You know, it's great because it's all a lot of
Yeah.
it's done for
Meets
you.
you halfway, yeah.
Yeah, and I come from Dartford, so we all talk like that in Dartford. So the accent is not far for me to get to, really. Although it's not really Essex, it's not really
Yeah.
anything. It's sort of in the mix, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
And then because we've got the you're from Essex, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
And because they've got the Essex accent as well, I love a little bit of that put in. It's just every now and again.
Sprinkle of that,
It's great.
I think it's all of the adding the bells and whistles, isn't it? The costume and the wigs and stuff like that.
It does it for you, and the shoes. You know, once you've got your sparkly shoes on, and you
can do anything in those.
Yeah. And I find myself talking like that most of the time. And then you go, oh God, I'm there.
Sorry.
Do you fall into that quite a lot?
Yes.
I suppose it's. I used to work over in Spain, and I would talk every night like this.
Yes.
And then I would go home and talk to my English boyfriend like this, and he'd say, "What are you doing? Where are you?"
Yeah, no, that's you do that. I find that when I'm in Manchester.
Yeah.
Because my family are northern. So one's from Yorkshire, one's from Lancashire. And so when I get to Manchester, I'm like that by the time I get home. You know, and you're like, what are you doing?
It's like the rhythm.
You can't help it.
Yeah,
you can't help it.
Yeah.
You know, you stay with friends in Manchester, you start talking.
Yeah.
It's mirroring, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when you have different Matildas, do you find that you play your characters differently as well?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. Because they're all very different, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're so different.
And
you get them in the school.
Yeah, and the kids, all of the kids, which is like the nice part of it. Even though it's obviously a show that's completely set, there is flexibility and fluidity in that for like the children and also the adults. Like any covers or anything like that people can go on and have their own kind of spin on this. It's not so set in stone for everyone, which is nice.
Yeah. And which is your favourite bit?
Favourite bit in all?
Favourite bit of Matilda? Or favourite song?
My favourite song is When I Grow Up.
No.
We sing it off stage, and it's just never boring.
No.
I love that song. It's
I
so
think
gorgeous.
it makes me cry.
Yeah, it's just so beautifully written, and it's lovely to sing.
Yeah, lovely.
It's hard to pick, isn't it? Really?
I do love right at the end of the show when we watch Revolting and we all stand in the wings and you see all the kids, all 9 in the classroom, just absolutely giving it beans every night, and then all the adults come on, and I think that's quite a special moment to watch. Like them in all of their elements, definitely.
And you can feel that the audience is so behind them. You know, I mean, they are at the start, but by the time we get
to Revolting,
they're
mad, they're totally, they clap along.
Children, you're just willing them to just get rid of Miss Trunchbull.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
There's quite a few numbers that are really good.
Yeah.
You know, all the trunch stuff is fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then Tessa, I mean, I could listen to her sing every
all
night.
day,
Who's Tessa?
Who plays Miss Honey.
So, Tessa, Miss Honey.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what a voice.
Yeah.
What a voice, yeah.
Yeah, and in fact, we had Tim Minchin pop in last night.
Yeah.
To watch
I
the
mean,
show.
how wonderful
how
is
amazing.
that?
It's so nice. Apparently at 4:00 he went, I'm going to go and see the show tonight. And then popped down and realised it was press night. And then he was in his T-shirt and he was like, can I have a jacket?
Yeah.
Borrowed a jacket. Look a bit neat.
One of the school blazers.
Yeah, I love that.
Did he borrow Mr. Wormwood's?
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah, the green tie.
Nice and subtle.
Yeah.
Mr. Wormwood as well.
Oh yeah, fabulous, yeah.
What a character.
Yeah.
That must be so fun to play.
Oh yeah, I mean he's got a lot of it. I just bounce off what he's doing a lot of the time.
Yeah.
You know, but his character's great, and he has this thing where he's read it in the book that he's like a, what's it called? There's an animal like a well, anyway, it goes a ratty. It's like a little ratty. There's it's a description of him being ratty.
Yeah.
So Adam does this little thing when he's. So that's his character, and that's how he gets his Mr. Wormwood from it. You know.
With his gold teeth.
Every time you turn around, he's like this.
Yeah.
He's very funny.
Very.
Yeah.
He is very funny.
Yeah.
So we have a quiz for you. Now, this is quick fire, okay? Have you got a quiz?
We do a crossword
Club?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a crossword
club.
In
Act
Act 2,
two.
but we're not. Quiz, we're not
In
doing.
Act 2, you're
Yeah.
doing a
Act 2,
crossword.
yeah, we do
Right,
crossword.
Yeah, okay, right.
Mr. Wormwood
Yeah.
and Mrs. Phelps.
Yeah.
And us two.
I'm like the Carol Vorderman that reads out all
Yeah.
the
Oh,
clues.
I love
And
it.
when he's not there, Adam really doesn't like it when I read them out. It's not the same.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're like, where's Ryan? We can't do this.
Wrong person. Okay, so here we go. What was the first grown-up book that Matilda read?
Oh,
Have you been paying attention?
yes.
G.E.
Not Lord of the Rings.
No.
No.
Great Expectations.
Great Expectations. There we go.
What does Matilda put in Mr. Wormwood's hair oil as a prank?
Bleach, peroxide.
Yes, it is. Platinum blonde hair dye. The Trunchbull puts children in a cupboard to punish them. What's it called?
Chokey!
Oh God, don't. Dun, dun, dun. Even saying it, I'm like, oh my gosh. During the song When I Grow Up, what is the unique activity that the students do while they're singing? Swinging while singing.
Swinging while singing.
That's it.
I love that.
Matilda, Hamilton, Cabaret, and what other musical are the only 4 musicals to have won 7 Olivier Awards? Matilda, Hamilton, and Cabaret. There's one more.
7?
Paddington? Well, no, they haven't. Paddington's recently, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's.
And these questions have been written recently,
so is it
you'd
Paddington?
be right.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, it is.
I
It
was
is
going to say they
Paddington.
had quite a lot.
Yeah.
Got to see that, yeah.
And your last question. To the nearest 10 since opening, how many different actors have played the role of Matilda?
Oh, wow. What, since opening? 15 years. And
times
in each
4.
year, you have 8.
Yeah.
So 15 times 8.
Well, 50 times 2 is 30, times 4 is 120.
120.
Oh, you are not far off. That's over 130.
Yeah, wow, yeah.
Well
That's a few
done.
more years, yeah.
130.
30, wow, that's incredible.
And so the first Matildas will be 15 years old.
Oh, I know, we've seen where, yes.
I think they actually did a meet and greet with the current Matildas.
Yeah.
That must be
Incredible,
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it was lovely.
And have the original Matildas from the first show, have they gone on to continue being on
I don't know,
stage?
but
I don't know, yeah.
I don't know.
They won the
But-
Olivier.
yeah.
And
Amazing.
I don't know, they must, maybe a few of them have.
then,
Yeah. Well, they had that
Amazing.
meet, didn't they? So
Yeah.
it was still
How
going.
old are the Matildas that are in the show?
So they go from, well, they were 9 when they started, so 10, 10, 11?
yeah. 12, 10, 11, 12.
12. I mean, we had one year who was 8 and then turned 9, which was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
amazing.
Yeah, they are.
so
Yeah.
They're
impressive.
amazing.
Yeah, they really are.
So we've already mentioned that the legendary Tim Minchin was in town for the show last night. And actually, he had a question for you.
Okay.
I love that.
Is it about the marathon?
A question for Mrs. Wormwood and Rodolfo. Did the fact that one of the great dancers in Britain was in the house last night make you nervous? I'm talking about me, of course.
Well, I had a conversation with him about the marathon last night, and he said his knees were a bit dodgy. So, I think we'll be all right on the dancing front. That's so funny.
That's brilliant.
Would you teach him?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Any day.
Absolutely.
I've got to say, Rodolfo has the moves. I mean, like, were you some sort of gymnast as a child?
I did start dancing when I was younger, but yeah, splits always get a laugh.
I
It's
mean,
a
you
great
see
party
nothing
trick.
compared to what he can do.
Oh, really?
He does this little warm-up thing where he lifts his leg and it just holds it here, and he's standing.
Up behind his
No,
ear?
I mean, it's literally there and past.
Oh
yeah,
my
it's the
gosh.
most, I've never seen anything
Just
like
get
it.
them going, you know.
And I keep asking him, when he says, "Oh, my leg's not my beautiful legs," and I'm like, "Please, please,
One
one
day,
matinee, just do this and stick the leg up there. That'd be great."
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's impressive.
Thank
you.
It is. And especially in that lycra.
Yeah.
Right? Amazing. Amazing.
And yes, his bum is real.
Yeah.
As I heard someone in the audience say in Leicester, they were like, "Is it padded?" Yeah, I was like, so good. I love. Yeah, he was like, "Yeah." I know, that was so funny.
It's very
Ambition achieved.
Yeah.
Right.
As if you do that.
I know.
That's quite funny.
So, for the dress rehearsal, we had some schools come in to watch, and they've got a couple of questions. Would you like to take those on?
Absolutely,
Yeah, go on
yeah,
then.
please.
Right, okay.
I've got to get this right.
Just an intro first to them because they wanted to say hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
I'm Naya, And my favourite bit was the scooter bit, where you all went round in the circle of your scooters. I'm Ellie Jane, and my favourite bit was when Matilda dropped down from the ceiling.
They always think it's Matilda as well.
And now on to the question.
Nice.
How do you eat the cake that fast?
I can't tell you.
Oh.
Yeah, because see, all these things are secret.
This is a
I don't actually
bog-trotter.
entirely know myself.
Yeah, yeah.
To be fair. But I've got an idea. But
Yeah.
So Miss Trunchbull makes Bruce Bogtrotter
eat the
eat
entire
the
cake.
entire chocolate
Yes.
cake after he stole one
slice,
slice.
yes.
And she makes him eat it, and she forces him to eat it. There is a big burp at the end.
Yeah,
and I
very
don't.
big.
Well, it's one of those things, isn't it? That was one of my questions. Was how does he eat that chocolate cake night after
And
night?
like, yeah. If
I mean,
anything, I would,
he eats a certain amount. doesn't he?
yeah, I'd say lucky him. Yeah.
Yes, no, it's a secret. We can't tell you.
I'd give it a go, I reckon.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd give
Oh,
it a-
definitely. Oh, we love cake.
Yeah, yeah.
We'd have no problem.
Yeah, yeah. I'd be like, I'm fine. Can't finish it. Pass over, Brucey.
So, in answer to the question, probably pass it to the wind.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
everybody else.
yeah.
How do you dance like that?
Oh, that's very sweet.
Training
Yeah, training. Yeah.
or natural.
Yeah, lots of practice. Yeah, we had 5 weeks of rehearsal in London, and then 4 weeks of tech when we got to Leicester, and then constant rehearsals, just looking after yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's full on.
Well, and-
it's not easy either.
No.
It's not a sort of flowy kind of
Yeah,
dance. It's
quite
very
spiky.
specific
Yeah.
and spiky. Like
So, it's Latin American? Is it salsa? What do we describe?
Yeah,
that as?
salsa, isn't
salsa. Yeah, that kind
Salsa.
of like
yeah,
derived
we do
from
a bit
that.
of salsa. don't
Yeah,
we? I mean,
yeah.
you do more.
Yeah.
What is it? Cuchacadas?
Bachacatas, something.
Them
Yeah.
first. Yeah, I do a few of those. So we had a child the other night when he kissed.
Oh,
when
yeah,
he kissed
Mrs. Honey.
Miss Honey. You know, which always takes a little while to sort of go, okay, right. You know. So there's a lot of that, which is quite funny.
Yeah,
There's
it's
loads
great.
that come in,
Yeah, it's great.
unusual bits that
Yeah,
you
for
don't
sure.
expect, and
Yeah.
it sort of throws you.
And that energy that must come from the audience.
Yeah,
It must be
definitely.
very different, rehearsing in an empty theatre and then coming and
Yes,
performing and getting that energy back from the audience.
Yeah. And that's how it stays fresh as well, as we
Yeah.
were saying earlier, that kind of the audience reaction always is different every night, obviously, because it's a completely different set of people. So that always keeps you on your toes and keeps it interesting and things.
I
Which
mean,
is
when you
always
jump into the splits, it's literally. How like that? I just split. 5 minutes in the shower.
just relishing in it, just for a second, yeah.
How do you do the split?
That's funny.
Very
isn't it?
apt, yeah. A lot of stretching.
Yeah, just stretch.
Just stretch.
Have you
Yeah.
always been able to do the splits?
I started dancing when I was about 8, and I went to a school in London where I used to do academics in the morning, then vocational studies in the afternoon at Italia Conti. And when I was in my year, in kind of year 8, it was kind of the trendy thing to be able to do the splits. So I vividly remember being in kind of year 8 and thinking like, oh, I really want to be able to do the splits, and sitting in the splits every day until eventually I touched the floor, and then I was like, yes, I can do the splits. So yeah, it was kind of the trendy thing to do when I was at
It's a good day
school.
when you do that.
So I think
I can do it both
answer
sides as well. I can do the
Second
splits both
best, yeah.
sides too.
Can you?
Yeah, because I was
love
the same
that.
with you, where it was a challenge, and when we were in jazz, I would be in second, and my teacher, Jackie Bristow, would go, oh, somebody help Rebecca at the back, please. Because you'd have to slide through. That was
Yes,
the thing, wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
And I used to go up and over.
Okay.
So that took forever. So I found myself every day sitting.
Yeah.
And I still do it now, but only because you just have to.
Yeah, you have to, yeah.
Because we do a drop in it. don't we?
Yeah. I always do the splits before we go on for the scene, just before we enter. I always do the splits as like a pre-show number ritual, just to make sure it's still there.
Yeah,
Just
I do
to
my
make-
little turns.
Yeah, then we shake each
Check the
other's
wig,
hands. Yeah, and then
we
off
shake
we
each
go.
other's hands before we go on. We always
shake,
go, here we
yeah.
go.
I love
Off we go,
this.
yeah.
Is there ever a worry that you can't get out of it?
Luckily not.
Because I think
Wow.
that's
the scariest
That's
part.
the crucial piece.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, standing back up after.
So if you didn't actually hit the floor with the splits, then you might be okay to still get up.
Yeah, luckily I swing my back leg around and then stand up, yeah. It all happens quite quickly, so you don't have much to think about, yeah.
I mean, there are moments, we've had our moments, haven't we? There's been a few times that it hasn't quite gone to plan.
Oh,
Yeah, so,
and you need to tell us more.
oh, well, it was, I don't know, it was about a month ago, wasn't it? The twist thing.
Oh, yeah.
And we do a twist thing,
twiddle.
which is really tricky to do.
Yes, and fast as well.
And really fun.
Yeah.
It twiddled, and I had my heel, and it got caught in the skirt. I mean, there's nothing you can do. So it was wrapped in skirt, but I had my heel up here. You know, it's quite high up.
In the
tassels. It's not a normal position. You know? And then we go into the next bit. We know each other very well because we're just like, oh, we know we're going to do this. But we'll go. So we did the next bit, did the kick thing. Then eventually it came out, and then I thought, I'll do the splits. Why not? And you were right, because it was like, we haven't got time for this. So we've got to get to the next bit. So I went for the splits, and of course he wasn't there. So I'd literally hit the ground, and my first thought. My first thought was like, how do I get up?
Help! But you did.
But we did
up,
it. But we know each other so well that we just we can tell,
communicate
can't we?
without
We just do
talking.
it.
Yeah.
How long did it take to learn your lines?
It doesn't. Oh, I've known them for years.
Yes,
But so for me, you put the other person's lines on a tape, and I talk to the tape, and until it becomes natural.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess, well, I don't know. I'm quite quick at learning lines, so probably a couple of days, and then once you've filtered it in, maybe a week.
Because
through
you're
the
doing it
rehearsals.
over and
You do it
over.
over and over again for the rehearsals. So
It kind of cements them in, doesn't it? Yeah.
I mean, I've done plays with a hell of a lot of lines, so yeah.
Get used to it.
Yeah, get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily, as you get older, it still stays. That's the point where you get to.
suppose-
Like, oh, God, I remember.
I suppose it's like a sort of muscle, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Because you're using it all of the time. That gets stronger,
Yes,
and so you're able to retain those
Information,
lines.
I mean, we all go wrong. You know, I did one the other day. So
Did you?
Literally.
Again, let's find out.
I said instead of saying more, instead of saying less, I said more, and then of course that just threw my. And it was more, less than, and you could see, I was looking at Miss Huddy going, talking, making sense of this. And then on to the next bit, We've all had them. She's had those moments. We're like, we've all done it.
Yeah.
Everybody's, you have your...
Been a victim of that. Yeah.
How long did it take to put on your costumes?
Wow, we're good at quick costumes, aren't we? I say 10 minutes, 10 minutes.
10 minutes,
Although I do have tight gait, which is at the quarter. So I start off with 4 pairs of tights.
4 pairs of tights?
4 pairs of tights.
Are you absolutely boiling?
I think it's because I took a mick out of my friend who was in a show we did, and she had to put 2 pairs of tights on, and I didn't have any. And I used to go, oh, what a shame. And then I got this, and then they gave me 4 pairs of tights. So I took a picture of the tights and sent it to my friend, and I went,
Karma.
So I have a shiny pair of tights,
Yeah.
a blue pair of fishnets,
Yes.
a pink pair of fishnets,
Yes.
and then a normal pair of tights over the top to hide them all for the first scene. And then you take off that
You
pair of
lose
tights.
weight during
Yeah,
the show.
very tight,
Yeah.
That's why we have the dinner in the second act.
Yeah, of the
ready
first
for the
show.
next show.
Yeah.
The first
Okay,
show. Yeah. Otherwise,
okay.
it's like, isn't it? We get too loud, and we're like, "Oof." So then the rest goes on quite easily.
Yeah, easy, yeah.
You have a more quick changes. than
In
I
the
do.
opening, I quick change into Rodolfo and then back out of Rodolfo into Sporty Dad, and that literally happens in about
Sporty Dad, I
25
love that.
seconds. And then when I get back into Rodolfo for Loud, I come off from the playground scene and then have about a couple of minutes to get into Rodolfo. But there's always an army of people. So got someone from wardrobe, 2 people from wigs, someone from sound. So you basically just stand there, and it's like a car wash. And then you just turn around and off you go.
That's a great way to describe it.
Yeah.
Just you stand,
Yeah.
we'll do
Yeah.
the do.
That'd be quite good, isn't it? You had a little thing that went through it.
Conveyor belt,
Yeah.
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 Takes an
how
army.
perfect. Thank you so much.
you.
I've thoroughly enjoyed
It's been
talking to you, and we found out loads about
probably
it.
more than you should have done.
Yes, yeah.
We'll check that before.
Okay. But thank you so much. We absolutely love the show,
Great, thank
and
you.
best of luck with the rest of the tour.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
having us.
But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty.
It's so brilliant to have you here, Natalie, from St Mark's School in Shirley. So you guys are part of the Change My Story initiative with the RSC and Mayflower. So tell us all about what Change My Story is about.
So we've taken part in both sort of tiers. So I've been in charge of sort of the drama side. So we chose Matilda for our school production, and then sort of found out about this through the Mayflower. So it's a great way of us doing it, where I've had 2 days of CPD with the Mayflower with some people from the RSC, kind of workshopping different ways of kind of opening up the story and the text to the students, getting them to kind of take some ownership, getting them to kind of make it theirs, sort of with the Change My Story, make it their own, getting them to have some input with how we stage the show and how we stage different scenes. So they're having their input, so they're part of the whole thing, not just standing on stage where we tell them to.
So what do they do then? Which bits of the story might they be able to change, or which bits can they have input in, and in what kind of ideas are they putting in there?
It's more so the lead characters. I think partly just because the confidence, if they've got the lead, they're the ones who are confident to kind of to run with it and do their own thing. But if we've done a bit of kind of character sort of exploration, looked at kind of the different kind of versions and different interpretations of a character, and then they seem to kind of find their own that they sort of connect with more, and then they do more on stage sort of naturally in a rehearsal. They deliver their line and straight away it's there and it works and it makes sense, rather than me having to pull it out of them and go, well, try saying it like this, try moving like this, try doing this. And it just, they do it much more kind of fully and much more naturally because it's come from them, rather than me telling them to say it this way and do this movement.
Well, I suppose it's understanding the character rather than reading from the script.
Exactly. Understanding the character rather than just the words on the page. Yeah.
And St Mark's was one of the very lucky schools that came to the open dress rehearsal of Matilda. What was that like? How amazing was that experience?
They loved it. They were absolutely buzzing. We're close enough to walk to and from, so the whole walk home they were still singing and just talking about it non-stop. I think for a lot of them that don't necessarily get the opportunity to go to the theatre, because we've got a really high percentage of disadvantaged pupils in the school, and so they might have that interest in the theatre and the interest in performing arts, but they just don't get the opportunity to go outside of school because it's not always affordable. Being able to bring them to kind of to see a show at all of any sort of professional standard is incredible, and they were just buzzing, like the energy and the colours, and they really kind of got into it. Again, I think those that have kind of got the lead roles, they were really buzzing each time their character came on stage, and I think in our next rehearsal,
affinity with them.
Yes, I think our next rehearsal on Tuesday is going to be a lively one, because I think they're all just going to be full of these new ideas and things for their characters. They were singing along through the finale. They got some clap. They were very proud of themselves. They got some clapping going through. I think it was Bruce. Just the whole experience, being like them being able to access the theatre and see it. And I kind of put it to them before that, if everything goes brilliantly, then you've just seen the show, and if there are bits that are being tweaked as we go, then you've had that insight into a professional dress rehearsal. So either way, a real win-win. And I think bar a couple of sort of sound levels going up and down, a few kind of lighting sort of states that we could see being tweaked, it was like seeing the proper show on opening night. It was incredible. So again, and also I think a real kind of inspiration for our students that that's their rehearsal. That wasn't even a full show. That was their rehearsal, and that's the standard. A great kind of inspiration, great kind of example for our students.
And that must be such an incredible experience to have as well. So not only coming to see the show, but seeing a dress rehearsal and seeing those technical pieces going on at the same time, and knowing that you're there for, wow, this is incredible. it feels so alive, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think even little things that I don't think would even cross their mind sometimes, like seeing kind of the light and soundboard kind of out in the auditorium, kind of in their sight, whereas normally that's obviously tucked away at the back.
Yeah.
And they might walk past it, but they're oblivious.
Yeah.
And actually seeing that there, a few of them were asking me about that and kind of the scale of that and how big that is and how many controls and things there are for the tech team to work with. So kind of the insight from all sides is incredible. They were buzzing the whole way home.
I bet.
So was I.
And so what does a scheme like this one from the RSC and Mayflower, what does it mean to those children? What do they get from it?
Again, for a lot of them, so for the drama side of things, it's that access to the theatre that they might not get otherwise. And then again, that insight into something like a dress rehearsal that they certainly wouldn't normally get, even if their parents can bring them to the theatre. So all that sort of side of things, just providing opportunities that they don't perhaps get otherwise. Because we've got a huge number of students, like I say, who are sort of disadvantaged, and they might have the most amazing talent, but because they can't afford to go to a dance class or a theatre group or whatever, or afford to go to the theatre, they might just sort of slip under the radar and never really get to explore it, which is quite a sad thought. We also took part in the creative writing side of things as well. So one of our English teachers came along to the CPD day. And again, he said the response in English lessons doing the creative writing task has just been phenomenal. So again, a book that they might have read as a child and they might kind of have some awareness of perhaps, but actually the chance to kind of look at that in a different way and kind of write their own scenes and sort of make it their own. I think, again, with characters that they did already know, being able to put their own take on it, I think the response, he said, has been really incredible. And again, we've got someone from the RSC coming in to do some live readings of those. And there's not enough room for every student to take part, unfortunately, but apparently some of those have asked if we can film it and share it because they just want to be involved somehow because, they've really, really loved it. And again, I think for them, some of them, they might not know what the RSC is, but if they do a bit of Googling, or even if we tell them, then the fact that it's someone different to their teachers coming in, it's someone like from the industry, it's someone from like real life professional theatre and real life sort of Royal Shakespeare Company is I think it's a really nice sort of role model for them and a really nice insight that they just wouldn't get without programmes like this.
Why did the school decide to put Matilda on?
Originally, because I joined the school in September and we were looking for a musical. For me, not knowing the children, obviously, when I first joined, but wanting to get things up and running quite quickly. And so, honestly, we picked it because it was going to be fairly easy to costume in school uniforms, and it was going to be fairly easy to set a stage with a lot of it set in a classroom. So, honestly, originally, that was the logic behind it. Then, at a network meeting with drama teachers, found out about this project, so it had to happen after that.
So we've heard about the Illuminate Teacher Conference. Tell us what that is and what it does.
So it's a teacher conference. It's a conference for all drama teachers, sort of right across kind of the south coast and sort of the southern region. So we quite often have smaller network meetings where you perhaps meet with some local schools. The conference was an opportunity for people to travel in from much further afield. So a great opportunity for us as teachers to kind of network and meet each other and share ideas and share best practice. But also then for us to kind of get some insight and some CPD from professionals in the industry, people with much more experience or people who are working professionally with a theatre company. And the other thing that I really enjoyed was the fact that we kind of got to be the students sort of thing. We got to take part in the workshops and do it practically, which obviously if we've come into teaching and drama teaching in particular, we're that sort of person. We like getting in and having a go ourselves. So rather than just kind of sitting around a table and discussing best practice, actually to have a go and to work with the professionals and get hands-on and have a go at their ideas and their methods is invaluable as well. And again, I think we then naturally kind of feed off that and we enjoy that more, and then we take it back to our students probably better as well than just sort of reading about it or going to an online meeting or something.
Well, you understand it more, don't you?
Yeah.
If you've taken part, if you've experienced something, it's very different to reading about it.
Absolutely.
And once you've felt that, then you take something different back.
Yeah.
And it's really valuable, isn't it?
And I think being in the students' shoes as well, you know how when you then somebody throws something new at them, you know how they're going to feel because you've just been in that, trying that new sort of thing for the first time.
Yeah. And this isn't the first production that St Mark's have worked on with Mayflower. What was the other one?
So we took part in sort of a workshop and performance project with Red Shoes and Matthew Bourne's New Adventures. So again, we had some people from Matthew Bourne's New Adventures come into school. They ran a workshop with some of our year 8 and 9 students, where they got a chance to learn some of the repertoire from the show. And do some creative work there, kind of, again, sort of making it their own and having their own input and turning it into kind of a group piece within St Mark's. And then we came to watch the performance at the Mayflower, which again, an entirely new thing for a lot of our students. Dance at the moment in St Mark's is within PE. Yeah. It's not its own subject, so it doesn't get an awful lot of attention. So I think for those that do have a keen interest in dance, opportunities like that, coming to see a show that is purely dance and getting a workshop that is very dance-based, again, was really, really popular. Some students who I didn't expect to sign up, but signed up and were amazing, and the workshop was 2 hours long and no one stopped for the entire duration. They were all just on the go the whole time. No one even, I don't think even occurred to them to ask to step out or sit out or anything. And then again, sort of a few of those who I perhaps wasn't sure what they'd make of the show, because from what I know of the students, it perhaps wasn't, I wouldn't have thought it was their cup of tea, but actually again, the feedback that kind of, it's not something they've seen before, it's not something they go and would perhaps rush to see again, but they still really enjoyed it for what it was, and it was really different, and yeah, they still found it really, whether they loved it or not, they found it really interesting, just kind of a different style of theatre and a different style of performance than perhaps what they've studied in drama at school.
Yeah, fabulous. And one last question. When you grow up, what do you want to be? It might be a song happening here, but yeah.
When I was told I wanted to be a vet, which couldn't be much further from a drama teacher.
Right.
But here we are.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much, Natalie.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
This podcast is presented by me, Zoe Hanson, the podcast lady, and produced by Owen Noon, Rebecca McKillop and Kelly Clark from Mayflower.